cutaneous sensory afferents. Cutaneous sensory afferents are a large group of nerves that will send a lot of different information from the skin to the brain. As you can imagine, there is a lot of information that can be garnered from our organ that is most externally placed. It is interacting with the environment all the time. And you need to know things like, well, is it going to be a high amount of force being pressed against me? Is it too hot? Is it too cold? All of these things can be told by the cutaneous sensory afferents. So let's go through some of the nerve classes that are associated with the skin afferents. Skin tactile receptors are known as alpha beta, and these have a fairly slow conduction velocity, although they are still myelinated, about 33 to 75 meters per second. Alpha delta fibers, these are pain and temperature sensors. These also have a fairly slow conduction velocity, 5 to 30 meters per second, but again, these are still myelinated neurons. And finally, we have our slowest class, and that's class C. These involve things like pain, temperature, itch receptors. These are all very slow, unmyelinated neurons, about 1/2 to 2 meters per second. So if we compare the alpha beta, alpha delta, and Cs compared to the muscle spindles and the Golgi tendon organs, you can see that the skin conduction velocities are very slow in comparison. So the information isn't traveled back quite as fast, but again, you have a lot more surface area that might be involved. So you could get a lot more signals, but just not as fast.